Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Marvel Rivals Championship Series, and we have made it to the final 16. We are in the Asia region, and we are going to be seeing New Moon and Influenza G. You're going to be seeing a lot of very familiar names from a lot of teams that we've already covered. Chopper, Dobie, ASDFD, Fun, Tinny Valkyrie, Neebs. There are some crazy good players here. Let's be smart and do our Google Translate now instead of when the game starts, so that I can try and read the names that aren't in the English alphabet, because my education system failed me and I now only know one. That's Round Triangle again. Good to see you. And we also have I Don't Want to Die. Gotcha. We've cast both those players before. Starting off, Wolverine and the Groot going to be taken away. Very solid pickups here. Luna Snow going to be protected. Round Triangle currently hovering that. And Hela protected as well. A little bit of anti-air, long-range poker on Symbiotic Surface. A very long map. There's lots of very long areas where you can get good shots down the range, which makes Hela incredibly valuable. I'm going to see the removal of Loki with Luna Snow on the board. You do not want that double fate of both worlds. So taking that away. Very sensible. Nice and reasonable. Nothing too spicy so far. New Moon. Their final ban. They take away the board. They're starting on defense, but they don't want to play against it either, so they're just going to get rid of it here. Winter Soldiers and Hellas being snuck in here. Star-Lord is available. We are seeing the Mantis and the Adam Warlock, although they're seemingly considering not doing it. Looks like New Moon are looking at a 2-1-3 here. Whereas Influenza G is sticking with a more classic 2-2-2. Let's introduce our players. Ladies and gentlemen, on the left-hand side, in the blue trunks on defense of Symbiotic Surface, it is New Moon with Round Triangle playing the Invisible Woman. I'm on the wrong tab. There we go. NLE Chopper will be playing the Thing. ASDFD is on Hela. Looks like they might be swapping out, though. Nope, they just went to get armor. Dobie, YouTube Dobie, will be playing the Mantis. I Don't Want to Die is playing the Adam Warlock. Multiple revives mean that even if they do die, they will be taken back into the fight. And Fun will be on Magneto. On attack, on the right-hand side of the red trunks, it's going to be Influenza G with Skittles OCE on the Luna Snow. Tinny Valkyrie will be on the Thing. Neebs is bringing out the Magneto. 6 will be looking in with the Hela. Rib on the Winter Soldier. And Furry Cake will be bringing out the Rocket Raccoon. They commit to that. They've got that big defensive ultimate in the form of the Luna Snow, so they can afford to play a little bit riskier with this rocket to maximize damage output of Rib with the ammo creation. Not finding the shots, though, currently. Tainted Shot coming in. We'll finally start landing a couple hits, get stunned down a little bit. Pull in onto Fun, trying to take him down, but drops low. Healing up comes in, but Soldier's Fist, they force to dash away. They will be revived at the BRB. Chopper picking up that elimination, as they're also going to be able to get the ASDFD, and Neebs taken down as well. Making this a 1-for-1 with the revive of Rib. Trying to push on in. ASDFD, by the way, swapped off of the Hela onto the Star-Lord here. They're going to get full in on that Guardian's composition. Rib getting locked down, but is able to sustain through. But Influenza G forced to back away. We're in a best of 5 here, reminder. And this is the upper bracket, meaning that if you go down, you are not yet eliminated. You've got that chance at redemption. Shots coming in. Rib landing some pretty good damage here. 6 off on the flag is trying to get onto that Adam Warlock. Dobie healing up, trying to get some counter hits here. Lands the sleep, but they can try and turn their attention. In comes the seer from Fury, but Rib already taken down. OCE with the fate of both worlds to try and keep the rest of the team fighting through this. Teddy Valkyrie will be the one brought back in the BRB, meaning Rib will not be returning. Dobie with the fade above, with the Soul Rejuvenation, allowing them to push on through with the numbers advantage. But here comes Rib back from the spawn, but with Skittles and Neebs already taken down, numbers is heavily in favor of New Moon right now, as they will take control. Diving on deep, AFDFD trying to get to the backline. Blaster Barrage onto Rib, and with the shield, they are basically untouchable. That iron barrier giving them the protection that they do need. ASDFD, shots from the high ground. Chopper continuing to pile on the pressure onto the front line here. Gives the armor to the Star-Lord here in the sky with the Galactic Legend. 1, 2, and with the help of the team, they're going to get a quadruple, quintuple, sextuple. Full eliminations for New Moon right now. We're on 0% captured by Influenza G so far, with 1 minute remaining. New Moon already in a very strong position. Neebs holding down the front line, trying to move in, has that magnetic curtain. Try and give them a pathway on to the actual point where they can try and take it. They do not have Fate of both worlds, but they're getting close. Invisible boundary available for round triangle. Coming in, Kraken Impact, finds the Mantis, tries to take him out, but is absolutely locked down. Invisible boundary to protect the rest of the team just in case. Not even really being needed. There comes the Clobber in time. And 6 is absolutely deleted. Meteor M will be brought in, but it's tagged through. I don't want to die, will get taken down, but they have Cocoon, so they are already back in the fight. Gets stunned down by Fury Cake, but they've already lost. They've already expired onto their Fate of both worlds, meaning that they are just getting run down right now. They get sedated. Down goes Neebs again. 6 portals into the backline, waiting for the team to respawn. They can now touch and force overtime. A risky play, but it's exactly what the team needed. Now they can try and make their way in. Stone Haymaker available to try and make their way in. Here comes the Meteor M from Fun to try and catch reinforcements. Weakens Furry Cake, who is able to sustain through this, but they're still trying to turn this around. Rib is already down once again. ASDFD is in the sky, uncontested, and is melting through any reinforcements, finally finishing off Teddy Valkyrie, and that is going to be round 1. Held at 0% by New Moon. Convincing setup there. Now New Moon, they literally need 1/3 of a capture to take map number 1 here. Influenza G, they have to put on an insane defense right here. Do they adjust, and if so, how? Looks like they're just going to be sticking the same so far. The rocket was abandoned by both teams. As Skittles moves over to the Invisible Woman. New Moon also currently sticking the same thing. ASDFD going to be starting on that Star-Lord by the looks of it. Chopper thinking about a penny, but currently still hovering onto the thing. They are in fact going to lock that in. Dobie shielding up the team with the BRB just so they can get set up for the initial push. Influenza G, like we said though, running almost the exact same composition they left with last time, only starting with the Invisible Woman instead of starting with Rocket. Pressure is on, sticking with that 2-2-2. Influenza G, keeping it simple. New Moon going to try and bring this in to take their lead in the series. With their 2-1-3. Jetpack available for the Adam Warlock, so he can actually become a flying character. And they're moving up. No portal, they're just going for a split push here, interestingly enough. And already ASDFD taking quite a bit of damage. Needs some healing. Get some armor. There we go. Chain heal. Going in for the flank. Up to the high ground. Already spotted here. Forced to back away after taking a little bit of damage. Almost in trouble there. Pushing in, trying out to 6, take out the Hela early, it removes a big threat. But Rib, if they can land a bionic hook here, then this could be their way to already start this fight. on a solid start. Great tainted shock for big damage. Go for the bionic hook. Does not find it though. Fun dropped extremely low. ASDFD has already fallen, but they will come back with the cocoon from the team up with the Adam Warlock. Fun will fall as Rib. He's actually getting some good work done here. There's the pickup by YouTube. Dobby though, taking down Furry Cake. Neebs gets taken out by Chopper. And that's it. First point is taken. That is New Moon with a dominant game number 1. Best of 5 is the reminder. 1 out of 3 complete. We're going to see Round Triangle taking the MVP there. Let's have a look at some of those statistics. 1-0. Influenza G. They've made it all the way to that round of 16. But already starting to face a little bit of trouble. Let me quickly have a look at our Season 0 games. Let's see how far Tinny Valkyrie and crew got last time. Tinny Valkyrie, they were playing under... Where are they? Crispy Fries last time. Tinny Valkyrie, Overshake still on the team. Neebs all still there. Flicky Minaj, I believe, is still on the team, but they're not playing in this game in particular that I saw. So they were Crispy Fries, meaning they got... Let's see here. Crispy Fries made it to the lower bracket round 10, which is the final 16, and then got DQ'd for some reason. So they likely missed their match somehow. So they are a top 16 team, and they've made it there again. They want to try and outperform where they got to last time, but they're against New Moon. One of the best teams, full stop here. They are so strong. If we look at some of their players here, we've already talked about people like Chopper. Chopper, I believe, was on Marvel Rivals. Yes, they were. Marv 2L, Rive 1S, etc. The team that came second. Same with Fun. So this is at least a top 2 team. Getting huge value here. They've got so much potential to try and take it home this season. Let's see if they can turn it around in map number 2. But first, looking at the statistics. 17-0 for Round Triangle. Incredible setup there. 4 final hits even. And 12k healing. Third most in the game, as we do see Skittles and Furikake able to take the most healing output, with Furikake taking the most healing overall with 16k here. Whereas I was calling them furry cake earlier. I was misreading that. My apologies. Most eliminations. Actually going to be going over to ASDFD, not too surprising, but most final hits to I Don't Want to Die with the Adam Warlock. 8 final hits. 1 more than Fun, 2 more than ASDFD, and quadruple 6. Octuple Rib. Adam Warlock popping off there. Also doing the second highest damage in the game with 9,800. 12,000 is the top damage number done by ASDFD. But if you look at the damage dealers for the side, we see 6 with 8k, Rib with 7.4. It's a rough matchup to start. Most damage blocked is going to be the 17k by Tinny Valkyrie. Trying to absorb for their team, but they weren't able to get set up in time. But that's going to be it for map number 1, ladies and gentlemen. If you're enjoying, consider leaving a subscription, leaving a like. I got by the time this video comes out, it will already have happened, but if there's a YouTube channel for it, then go check it out. I was in London on Thursday casting the Varsity tournament. If you're in the UK, you will know what that means. It's between Oxford and Cambridge. If you're in another country, I'm sure those names sound fancy. But they have an esports thing. I went on to London to do that. It's obviously in my future, your guys' past, so I'm going to say it was good, and then I'm going to say it was bad, and I will maybe remember to edit in the result. I'm sure it's going to be fantastic. I'm excited. But yeah, that's going to be my first technically offline event, my first offline event for Marvel Rivals. I've got like 30 under my belt for different games, but this is my first Marvel one going anywhere outside of my home office for Marvel Rivals. So If there's a YouTube channel for it, send them some love. If not, go check out the Twitch VODs, see if you can, that way you can have a look at my incredibly unkempt hair, because I haven't had a haircut in a while. All right. Hit join if you want to support monthly. Watch without ads. Watch with ads if you want to support me for absolutely free, just for a little bit of your time. If you have YouTube Premium, good job, you're already doing that. Like, subscribe, and comment on the video to help me boost in the algorithm so I can continue to fight robots for more views. Hooray! That's my frickin' job now. Let's get set up for map number 2 in this best of 5 series.
Let's go. Yo, I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it. Fuse like a magnet, lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shit tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time. Get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Rising the song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas, I'ma move fast. New shoes, new tracks, like who's that? I'm new, come back, better than last. Yeah, it's a new me, never gonna look back. I'm never gonna look back. Cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast, and that's facts. Only I can make a change. Slowly take a step today. I will never be the same. Cause that's what it takes. I take shots to the top, I'll get it. I got one life, I'ma do all to win it. I do what's right, pushing till I fall. I'm slipping to get back up, always stand tall, I'm grinning. I got cuts real deep, it bruised the squad. I had to learn how to think with my head and my heart. I'm being chewed up, spit out.
And we are back for map number 2. New Moon still on the left. Influenza G still on the right. We are on another convoy map. And New Moon will be starting on defense Influenza G. Looking to try and even up the map score. Groot, once again being banned out. I would not be surprised if we continue to see the Wolverine taken away. Taking their time here. New Moon, they take out Hela instead. Despite 6 only getting 2 eliminations there, they still prefer to take it away. And they are going to continue to commit to this Adam Warlock style by allowing it to be secured. Damage output, really solid. Cosmic Cluster, really good ability. The ability to revive your entire team, very good. Adam Warlock, where their weaknesses come in, is they are squishy if they do not have that soul bonds. They are not mobile, which means they are easy to try and track down. They have no knockback, they have no dives, they have no dashes, they can't fly for some reason. Very sensible. With Adam Warlock in play, they're going to take away the Mantis, securing the Winter Soldier potentially for Rib. But Influenza G, taking away that big team-up character. It does still leave the option for a Star-Lord. There are other healers who can work very well with the Adam Warlock. For example, both Loki and Luna Snow are still available here. Namor going to be taken out. Once again, Namor is very good against the Star-Lord here. That's a powerful healing setup here. Thinking about that Adam Warlock. ASDFD. Interesting. New Moon mixing it up a little bit here. I don't want to die. Have I got the names the right way around this time? I don't want to accidentally start calling them by the wrong name. Yep, I don't want to die. Moving off the Adam Warlock, looking to go for a little bit of damage themselves this time with a Winter Soldier. Influenza G, they are on attack. I don't know how many of these are making it out of base, because they are bringing out some very fun stuff. But it would be cool. New Moon, though. The Jeff has made it out of spawn. They are going to run it, flanking Jeff here. We've seen it before. 3rd strategist Jeff. I did not know you could get up here. That is fantastic. But New Moon. Jeff with a Luna Snow combo can be a great flanker as long as you've got those 2 strategists already, and they're leaving I Don't Want to Die as the main DPS here. With the soldier in your backline, Jeff in their backline. We are going to see Rib bringing out the Storm here. You see Jeff on our little screen up in the top corner there, scouting out the enemy team. And now can siege from above up here. This is a great spot. Waiting for them all to group up if possible. Currently just hanging out, just vibing. Shots coming in, landing the slows, good damage, and immediately taken out though. Rib on point with that reaction. And suddenly we're seeing Influenza G getting a little bit of momentum. They're diving deep into the members of New Moon as they try and apply the pressure. Good damage. The Thing pushing in aggressively. There's Winter Soldier in the backline. I don't want to die. Going to be backing away. Has Furikake there in the backline to keep them sustained up as they both try and flank in. Fun drops low. Will get sniped by Rib with a hesitated shock of 6. They're going to try and take this. ASDFD has removed the Jeff and is now onto that Star-Lord. Blaster Mirage with Invisible Boundary for a lot of damage. Pulled out of it by the Invisible Woman, but not enough to finish any pickups here. SDFD tags on through, will be able to pressure into the rest of the members of Influenza G as they will be driven back. But they've made significantly more progress than last time. Fun even portaling in to make sure that they can hold them at point 1. Might as well use it early, give it the chance to cool down. Rip needs to poke away, has the Omega Hurricane. Here comes the clobber in time to try and lock him down, but Tinny Valkyrie getting stunned out with the counter here. In comes I Don't Want to Die with the Kraken Impact, looking for a reset to try and set this up as the Fate of Both Worlds from Skittles. OCE is allowing Influenza G, even though they're down a member, to try and push on through as Rib will try to burst on through Soul Rejuvenation, but it's still going to take out I Don't Want to Die, as we do see Rib trying to chase up to the backline. Domi has the hit scan, so might be able to take him down with the help of ASDFD in the sky. Gets Earthbound, but still has that Galactic Legend to target down the backline. Skittles dropped low. ASDFD dancing in and out of combat to pick their targets. Takes out Neebs, and they still are holding New Moon. Seem to have Influenza G on the run right now. Rib with their own Star-Lord. Trying to create an opening with the damage output. Doing some very good damage output here. Try to push on in. Tinny Valkyrie has the clobbering time. If they can get the angle, they might be able to create something here. Clobbering time comes out here from Chopper. Tinny Valkyrie with their own to try and buy the team some time, but Rib and Neebs are already down. Down goes 6. And Tinny Valkyrie trying to get the save, but finds nothing. Round triangle, shielding and healing the team. They will back up. They lost no one there. Complete sustain. Kraken Impact already back available with the Fate of Both Worlds from YouTube. Domi. I Don't Want to Die poking in. Skittles with the Lunar Snow Clone, going to set them up as they go in aggressively with the Fate of Both Worlds. Aya Agamotto comes out, but Skittles is going to allow them to try and sustain through that. They still lose Star-Lord, though. Not enough sustain. 6 is down as well. And even with all that sustain, they cannot hold the overwhelming damage of New Moon. Another Blaster Mirage from ASDFD. And with 18 seconds left, what do Influenza G have left in the tank? At this point, you bring out Cap, you bring out anyone who's fast, and you just run down that point as fast as you can. Because you can't just try and fight your way through. You got to touch it. They're going to allow Rib to touch it with the Galactic Legend. They make sure they're on the point with the Fate of Both Worlds from Furikake as they push on in. Rib takes out I Don't Want to Die. Enemy Chopper is down. Fun is down. That card is moving. We are in overtime. Fun does have the strange though, so they can try and port their way back in here. Respawn's coming in. ASDFD waiting for the team. Here comes Fun. They're gonna portal. It's Karma off cooldown. They gotta go fast. Portal coming in. It's right there at the end. It's already been touched by Lunar Snow, who ran it in to make sure that they got the extra healing to buy the extra time as the clobbering time comes out. Needs an Meteor M to try and take out some of the defenders. Will get I Don't Want to Die again as the clobbering time comes out to stun out Neebs. Down goes Tinny Valkyrie. Skittles 6. Furikake and Neebs will fall. Rib, the last one left, are pushed off the point. Full team wipe. And we will see New Moon lock in and hold again. 0 points, but 83.3 meters. 83 meters, 31 centimeters. That's not a lot to beat New Moon. If they can just get to point 1, that is the full lock-in, and they will have extended their lead into a 2-0 over Influenza G. And if New Moon can do that, they're moving on to the upper bracket semi-finals. Oh yeah, this is the upper bracket quarterfinals. I didn't even register that. Oh my, I'm just off topic at the moment. Good lord. Season 1, make sure I'm right. Yeah, upper bracket semi-finals. Sorry, upper bracket quarterfinals. That's what we're in right now. Winner moves on to the upper bracket semi-finals. Loser goes down to the lower bracket round 11 to try and keep their journey going. No pressure. Neebs sticking with this Magneto. No changes at all coming in from Influenza G. Despite struggling, they are once again just going to believe and rely on their own skill. ASDFD is back on the Jeff. Bubbles for the team, and wrapping around on the flank almost immediately. Flanking Jeff returns. Psylocke coming in here. Chopper on the Venom. They are going hyper aggressive this time. Fun already leading the charge. Titty Valkyrie forced to back away. Grabs the map heal. Fun drops quite low here as Jeff in the backline begins the siege. Slows an AoE for their team. Bubbles to keep them self-sustained. And this is a nightmare. Trying to defend the front line while getting poked out. Venom is diving you. You're getting poked down by Jeff, who's also healing the Venom. Chopper picks up a double. Titty Valkyrie gets fun, but 6 is wiped off the board. Neebs falls. Rib is trying to make their way back in, but they're being distracted by ASDFD. While this distraction's happening, the card is moving in for the win. Swim in circles around him. They can't. Well, they got the shark. They got the shark as game number 2 goes over to New Moon. New Moon now up 2-0 in this best of 5. Looking very strong right now. Influenza G, their backs against the wall. They've got to try something different. This is not working. Perhaps going for a 2-1-3 of their own. Perhaps a 3-1-2 even. We've been seeing that. Perhaps they want to go the Gainer composition. Only tanks. And 1 rocket. I saw that on TikTok a little bit earlier. Weird use of AI art. Just do clip art or pay an artist. That's weird. But yeah, there's a team that's like running through and they're currently in Grandmaster where they're just going all tanks and 1 Rocket Raccoon. It's absolute jokes. I love it. Let's look at these statistics. MVP goes over to round triangle. Once again, 20 eliminations. 22 for ASDFD and for Chopper. With the most final hits going over to ASDFD. Top damage, though, will be sniped by Titty Valkyrie, actually. Getting 1k more than Chopper. In fact, the damage was pretty high for the side of Influenza G. They just weren't able to lock in and secure the full pickups here. Top damage blocked. Very close, but it will be fun by 1k. Losing out on damage, winning on damage blocked. Top strategist healing. It will be round triangle. 19k, 1k more than the Rocket Raccoon of Dobie and Skittles with that Loki. Least amount of time to get eliminated. A 3-way tie. Chopper only going down once. Dobie only going down once. And round triangle only going down once. A solid performance at New Moon. they've set themselves up to locked in for that upper bracket semi-final if they can take one more win. Influenza, they have to do something, or they are heading down to that lower bracket. They've got to switch it up. Let's see if they can do so, as we are going to set ourselves up for map number 3 in this best of 5 series. We'll be right back after a short moment.
Never gonna look back, 'cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast, and that's facts. Only I can make a change, slowly take a step today. I will never be the same, 'cause that's what it takes.
And it is time for map number 3 of this best of 5. What could be the last map in this upper bracket quarterfinals if New Moon are able to secure the win. Influenza G, they have to lock in. They've got to start securing these victories. Well, they're going to start to struggle. Groot, once again taken out. Hella, continuing to be removed. What else do Influenza G have in their back pocket? Or are they just going to keep trying the same thing again? Adam Warlock, protected by New Moon, continuing their theme. Really loving this Adam Warlock composition. Last time Influenza G, they banned out the Mantis to try and counter it out, but we still saw Star-Lord. They protect the Human Torch. They hovered it in game number 2, but didn't actually make it out the spawn with it. This time they ban out the Star-Lord, leaving the Mantis open to be picked up. That is sensible. ASDFD has been putting on quite the show. New Moon, final ban. Continuing to take out the board. Hella and Namor, but their bans basically every round so far, except for round 1 where Wolverine was taken out, I believe. ASDFD immediately locking in onto the Jeff. Gnome has entered the battle. Making our way in here instead of Fun for the side of New Moon. Influenza G are currently hovering on a Black Widow and a Human Torch. Risky. But hey, it's time. We said they need to change something. Hall of Jarly is where they choose to do it. New Moon, for the 3rd time in a row, will be starting on defense. We're starting with I Don't Want to Die, hovering on the Psylocke. Chopper, bringing out that Venom once again to act as a distraction, so that Jeff can do Jeff things. And Gnome, coming onto the field for the first time, I believe, in this series. Taking over from Fun on that Magneto. Influenza G. They are looking at, they seem to abandon the Human Torch, but they're looking at a Hawkeye. Spider-Man currently being hovered. They're trying stuff. Looks like a couple last-second swaps. And they're just going to go with basically the exact same composition for the 3rd time in a row, but this time with a Hawkeye. Hey, every change is potentially an important one if it wins you a match. Jeff, already on the flank. Trying to get on top of the plant pot here to try and poke on in. Drops the slows, a little bit of AoE damage. 6 trying to snipe him here, but this is now assault from 3 angles. They're being attacked from above by Chopper, who drops the symbiotic resistance. Being attacked from the front by Psylocke. They're being attacked from the back by ASDFD. They're just not catching a break here. Neeb's getting focused down by the Psylocke. I don't want to die. Chasing them down. Healing output is good. Influenza G. They are still fighting this. Titty Valkyrie charging back to the team for that extra shielding. Chopper was taken out, but respawns at the BRB. Heals coming in. Meteor M from Gnome to try and take out the attackers as they begin to push on in. ASDFD is pulled back to their team and is now just helping with the defense with the AoE as the Fate of Both Worlds comes out for the extra healing from Skittles. As Furikake does not have theirs yet and is getting zoned out by Jeff, who's doing some solid damage output here. Heals up a little bit of the team to make sure the Psylocke can keep this fight going, continuing to just pile on the pressure. Bubbles for speed and for chase and for healing as they drive them back. Dance of the Butterfly to clean out the attackers and drive them all the way back to spawn. I don't want to die. Wipes them off the board here. Rib going to get a little bit of damage onto Chopper on the way out. Even spots Jeff, but unable to land the finishing blow. Ultimates are still held by Influenza G. They almost have Hunter's Sight. They have Kraken Impact. Looking for Jeff here, up on the high ground, who is actually there. Jeff just hanging out. Kraken, they've got the Kraken Impact. They've got the Clobber in time. They've got Meteor M. They've got Fate of Both Worlds. And Jeff again poking in with the help of Chopper, who with that symbiotic resilience is just able to pressure in, poke over and over again. Dobie suffering from the weakness of Rocket, which is the damage output is very spread. Not really able to target anyone down who's not directly in front of you. Gnome with the Meteor M. Takes out 3 with the help of Chopper. Titty Valkyrie and 6 both wiped by I Don't Want to Die. And New Moon, they just have full control. They have once again been able to repel Influenza G all the way down to 1.5 minutes. And what do they have left in the tank right now? What do Influenza G have? Will they try something different, or are they potentially just going to be picked off one at a time? Jeff has the It's Jeff. Not even needing it though. Pressure from below. 6 will be able to get Dobie. Titty Valkyrie is able to take down Round Triangle. ASDFD gets Rib on the backline though as they're forced to dive in. Here comes the It's Jeff. Trying to grab both. Magneto Shield and Meteor M shuts it down, only grabbing their own Venom. They eat the Meteor M to make it so that Chopper doesn't take the damage, actually. That's really clever. Frenzied Arrival, and suddenly Influenza G, they take a fight. They're in control, but they have not been able to get the point right now. They've been able to get 1/3 of it, and they have 30 seconds remaining. They're going to try and set this down. Dobie portaled in to make sure that the team is able to respawn. Here comes the Fate of Both Worlds. BRB brings back Dobie after getting taken out. Fate of Both Worlds exchanged here as Skittles with the clone. Tries to keep Influenza G on the point. This is their last chance to try and take this. Kraken Impact right as it expires. Reset. This is the chance for Influenza G to bring this game back. Trying to get onto Strange. No reset, but they do get the elimination, meaning numbers are in their favor. Bardic Hook does not land, but Chopper is out of there. And point number 1 is taken by Influenza G. They are not out yet. They fight on through, and they continue to push. When it looked like all hope was lost, Influenza G push on in. New Moon brought down to a half crescent. Chopper on the flank. Has the Feast from the Abyss. Frenzied Arrival to set up. Jeff has been abandoned. ASDFD back onto the Winter Soldier. Symbiotic Resilience. Chopper eating as much damage as they can. Meteor M is absorbed and starts with Butterfly from 6 into the backline. It's going to try and take out the weaker backline members. They drop Solo Soldier's Fist to try and get out of danger. Gets dropped low. It's gonna be Round Triangle who'll be the first to fall. Chopper comes in. ASDFD with the Kraken Impact. Using the Loki Close to try and reset, but is taken out. Meteor M from Neeb sets that up. And now Rib, matching in turn, takes out Chopper, diving deep. Regeneration Domain shuts it down though, and it's going to be Dance of the Butterfly and Gnome to take them out. I Don't Want to Die chases back Titty Valkyrie. And The regeneration domain will allow Neebs to retreat here. But this is Influenza G once again repelled. ASDFD is back on Jeff.
Only 60 seconds left. He stabbed him
Sneaking in. Fate of Both Worlds currently available for Lunar Snow. Thing diving in forward. Immediately into the backline, slow them down, try and take out the strategist, forces the Fate of Both Worlds, but now they're separated from their team. Meteor M has to be using the Fate of Both Worlds coming in from round, trying to try and hold it. Meteor M into the backline, finds no one. Skittles with that first Fate of Both Worlds is allowing Influenza to push on through, but Rib is still going to get sniped. Furikake with their own Fate of Both Worlds to try and tank on through. New Moon, they're out of their supportive ultimates here as they are zoned out. YouTube Domi has almost got that God of Mischief, but they need to be able to get onto one of the Lunar Snows in order to get that clone off. Up to the high ground, sneaking in behind, healed up to full.
the final 10 seconds.
Can see Titty Valkyrie, that could be a clone option. Spots for Ikake, Fate of Both Worlds to delay, to give their team time to make their way in. Kraken Impact came out, not able to find the reason. Here is another butterfly from to the back line. We see I Don't Want to Die, trying to take it down, Neebs to the Meteor M to clean out the defenders right on top of Chopper, who's tagging through as best they can, getting dropped low, but they charge on through with the extra shielding and healed back up to full. Skittles trying to keep the team topped up as they rejoin from a little bit further out. Kraken Impact trying to push on in. Rib looking for resets here. 6 takes out Gnome. Reset 1 as they push on in. It's Jeff. Comes on out. ASDFD. They got 3 this time. To the edge. Leaving just 1. Chopper's cleaned off the point though. Spits 2 off. Neebs goes down, but that is it. Rib is able to get out. Titty Valkyrie is not pushable. And Influenza G, they take the fight. 3 members getting eaten by Jeff. They're still able to take it, wiping out the members of New Moon. And they push on in. Point 2 is taken, looking for the 3rd point to bring themselves back into this series with a 3 score. Then all they have to do is to put a stop to New Moon before that 1st point. Skittles. Titty Valkyrie takes out Chopper. Fate of Both Worlds from Skittles so they can push on in. Did they see the nice pickup onto Psylocke? I Don't Want to Die. Take it out. Fate of Both Worlds and Meteor M waiting for the shield to expire. Sniping Skittles as the ultimate ends. Titty Valkyrie does have their clobber in time here, which they could set up. That's a very grouped up set of enemies. They're just going to try and charge in to ASDFD to take out the defenders. Will get them. Down goes Winter Soldier to try and force them off the point. Chasing down Magneto, takes them out. And Influenza G are pushing in. Is there anyone left who can stop them? Domi coming in. I Don't Want to Die. Clobbering time comes out. The team is split in 2. Here comes the quick pickup onto 6. And with the clobbering time set up, Fate of Both Worlds going to be set in here. Kraken Impact from Rib immediately forcing out the Dance of the Butterflies to try and sustain through ASDFD. And we see I Don't Want to Die taking out everyone here. Resets and burst damage in overtime. And New Moon, they will prevent the triple cap. But now, New Moon, they essentially do need a triple cap of their own in order to beat that incredible push of Influenza G.
Side you're on. You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
What an incredible setup. Influenza G are now looking so strong. Out of nowhere that seemed to come from. They were losing the entire first half of that game, but they brought it back. And now New Moon, they essentially do have to get a triple cap. We're going to be seeing the return of the Adam Warlock, at least being hovered by I Don't Want to Die.
30 seconds before you
Round Triangle will be bringing out the rocket, shield up the team before they begin to push in. Influenza G, they found a comp, it works, they're going to lock in with it. 2 points, 121 meters, 82 centimeters is what stands between Influenza G going down to the lower bracket or being able to continue this match and try and get back into it.
All you need to do is
Pressure is on. Chopper going to be portaling them in, starting us off on a Doctor Strange. Straight to the backline, cut off reinforcements. They make their way in. Going with the 2-1-3. I don't want to die. He's been doing some huge work. Poking away with Adam Warlock. Drops a little bit low chain. Heal picks up Rib with the headshot. As they push on in, doing huge damage right off the bat. There is a flank coming in here. Healing output, though, with the triple strategist is very good. Half healths the Loki at the beginning of the fight. Landing some good damage. Shielding coming out from round triangle to keep this push going. The healing output is barely there. 6 trying to flank in, wins the 1v1. But we will see Dobie not respect it. Comes in and cleans up the scraps. But that's going to be enough as New Moon will likely be able to claim point number 1 here. Yeah, you can see the thing backing away. Doesn't want to take that fight. Rim is in fact just going to get locked down here. 6 bringing out the Hawkeye. Going to try and poke them from range. Rib onto an Adam Warlock of their own here. Going to try and just bring in the damage. It's sort of a sort of copy, but not all the way committed. Cosmic Clusters charged up. Auto to cancel it. Just a reload. The burst damage, if you can land all of those just like that, the damage output is so strong. Clobbering time comes out. Soul Bonds to keep the team alive as they turn the attention onto Tinny Valkyrie and try and get onto the backline. Here comes Dobie with the Soul Rejuvenation, Kraken Impact, and Meteor M to try and burst through that fate of both worlds from Furikake, who's tanking through, holding them in this fight so they can keep this going. Skittles now bringing in their second. They chain them almost perfectly there to keep this fight going. Chopper up to the high ground, waiting for that fate of both worlds to expire so they can drop it. They were a little early, but they still lock him down, and they're trying to get their attention onto that Lunar Snow, but they're not getting enough damage to finish anyone off. In fact, Neebs is going to be taking down ASDFT, who will be revived at the Karmic Revival to push on in. They keep healing. Clobbering time again coming out. Soulbond dropped just in time to try and let them tank through, and it works. The sustain is crazy from New Moon. They refuse to go down, and Influenza G are starting to run out of ultimates. They've got Kraken Impact, and they have that Karmic Revival, which they may need to use here. Rib dropping maximum damage output. Kraken Impact will be dropped. Soul Rejuvenation from Dobie as ASDFD is charging in. Takes out Rib, takes out Skittles, takes out Furikake, and pushes on in to try and get onto the extra damage on the thing. Rib revives. They don't worry about going for the full copy here. They're just going to return to spawn. They realize that that's a double cap right off the bat. Not worth running in again. They're just going to back up and set up. And New Moon, it's a game of distance now. It's a very quick push they've managed here. 121 meters, 82 centimeters, and they're already 26 through it. Round triangle. Creating a lot of damage, a little bit of zoning with that Sonic Vortex, which has just come off cooldown. Keeping Chopper healed up. Clobbering time comes out again, dodges it this time. Keeps the team topped up. Meteor M once again to dodge it for Gnome as they push on in. Invisible Boundary allowing them to keep this push going, but in the meantime, Skittles is copying a Mantis this time, giving a Soul Rejuvenation as Furikake has swapped out as well, who gets their ultimate off just in time. Ayavakemono comes out, stunning out Rib, and 6. Rib goes down, but they still have that Cocoon. They can try and retreat and get a revive here if they can find the right angle. Neebs with the Meteor Ram, waiting for the shield to expire a little bit too early, so not able to take them down. 6 is tagging through. Here comes the Karmic Revival, bringing back Skittles and Neebs, so they can try and turn their way into this fight. Neebs gets revived so they can keep the push going, but Rib will fall. Tinny Valkyrie in the front line, but getting dropped low. Got some healing, but it's Madness healing is taking a little bit longer. There's the clobbering time, but they still get taken out as New Moon are slowly cleaning them out one by one. The car moves in, and it is over. New Moon take the map in a 3-2 and take the series in a 3-0. MVP going over to Gnome, doing such huge work this series. Absolutely blasting through there. New Moon, 3-0. 28-4, 32-6 for I Don't Wanna Die. With 14 of that 32 being final hits. That's the third highest in the game, just behind 6 and ASDFD. Top eliminations does go over to that Adam Warlock. Top final hits to ASDFD. Least amount of times getting eliminated is going to Gnome, who got that MVP and still got 9 final hits of their own there. And topped the damage chart. 30k damage on that Magneto. Gnome showing up and showing that they are here as well. Gonna perform beautifully here. They also top out the damage blocked with 50k. 4k more than Neebs, 5k more than Tinny Valkyrie, or getting eliminated the least. Well-deserved MVP from Gnome there. Very spread out healing as everyone sort of mixed around and tried some different stuff there. ASDFD was Jeff for a while. We saw I Don't Want to Die playing some damage for a bit. Then on the Adam Warlock to maximize damage output. 24k damage as well. Just, oh my god, 2k less than 6. So much value there. But top healing is going to go over to Skittles. The Loki doing huge work there, giving it their best to try and keep their team in this fight. 43k healing. That's 6k more than Round Triangle with 37k. And 8k more than Furikake. Both of them trying to give their absolute best here. But wow, New Moon showing why they're still very intimidating, but we saw moments of brilliance from Influenza G. They are not out yet. They will be sent down to the lower bracket where they will have their chance to fight their way through. Pressure is on, but they're going to give it their best. For now, though, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. I have been Tetcher. A reminder that from the semi-finals onwards, I will be moving over to a region-by-region system. So I will... Hang on, let me just get up a bracket so I can read it correctly. So I'll be doing a load of rounds... I'll be doing a load of round 10 and round 11 games, just spread out. But as of next Monday, I believe, this coming Monday, by the time you watch this, it might actually be Monday. But after I've got through the current back catalogue I have, I will be starting off region by region. I believe this year I'm starting with Europe, if I remember correctly, and then going Asia and then NA, I think is the play. And then I'll be doing NA console, a Europe console, Asia console, I think is the order. I'm not entirely sure. I'll work it out, but I'll be doing upper bracket semi-finals and lower bracket round 12s. I'll be doing all of those games in order. So we'll no longer be trying to keep up. We'll just be making sure that we cover all of those games. From the finals 8 onwards, we are covering every game we can. That was the vibe. We'll just be doing it region by region. Just so you all know. That is the vibe I will be doing it. And then once we're done with all the regions, we'll be moving over to the console. We'll be doing some of the requested games from viewers. And then we'll be jumping into their final 16 brackets and covering most of those games. Basically, I'll do the maths to see like how many games I need to make it to Season 2, and then I'll cover those games. Like that many games. If it requires me going a little bit below the round of 16, then I will do that. That's what we will do. That's how it's going to work. I've already been getting some messages from, I believe, one of the players from Oblivion in the console Europe scene, saying that I am going to have a very good time, so I'm excited for when we get to that. And then, of course, when we carry on to Season 2, we'll go for it. Oh, also, I realized like a video or two ago, I like said like how I did reach out to like netties and be like, hey, do you want some casters? Did you need a caster at any point? Hit me up. And they basically said, oi, what's your rank? I did actually get replies saying that, hey, they appreciate me reaching out, and I'm on the list. So they at least know who I am now. They have my details at least. So yeah. Fingers crossed. Let them know on Twitter or Blue Sky, etc., or on the stream. But don't brigade, do not spam, and do not bad talk other commentators. I've seen people do that for other casters. I won't mention names because it's rude. But I've seen people do it for other casters, saying, "Hey, why isn't this caster doing stuff when these casters aren't good?" Don't do that. If they're on the main broadcast, they're probably a good caster. We're a loving community here. We share love. We do not spread hate. So please. Say you would like to see this caster. Do not say you wouldn't like to see this caster. well, that rant's over. Thank you all very much for watching. Tomorrow's game that I am covering is going to be... Here we go. Tomorrow's game is going to be Shroud's team, Shroud X versus Luminosity NA. That's going to be a round 10 game. Then after that, it will be All Business versus 0%. Then we have 2 round 11 games, Legit L versus Eternity Era, and Boom Crew versus, I'm going to pronounce this one wrong, Zhaoji Cat. So that's the schedule for the, that's an American game there. That's the schedule coming up for you all. And then after that, we'll be moving into our set broadcast setups, where we'll be going in from the round of 8, starting with lower bracket and moving on to upper bracket semi-finals, or vice versa. I'm not entirely sure. And either way, we're going to be doing the final 8s for each region. Now that I've waffled enough to extend this video to almost an hour. Oh, wow, I've waffled for a while there. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Help me fight the robots that are the algorithm so I can keep making content for you all. Watch these videos with ads on, so you have your ad block off. If you have YouTube Premium, then thank you. You're just already helping. Thank you very much. Follow my socials. We're approaching 5,000 subs, so I'll be starting to stream. Let me know if you want that to be on Twitch or YouTube or both. I might try and set up both. I have no idea if my OBS will be able to handle it, but I'll try. Why not? If I start crashing, then I'll just do one or the other. I'm a partner on Twitch, so it'll probably be Twitch, so make sure you follow over there either way. For now, though, thank you all very much for watching. Shout out to our member, John. And become a member like them to get these videos early. In this case, by the time I went to London to commentate the Varsity games, there would have been 2 videos a day early for you to watch it. One of them might have been this one, actually. So, yeah, make sure you become a member so you can get these videos early and enjoy them. For now, though, I have been Tetcher. I have brought this up an extra minute. We're almost at an hour. I'm not going to drag it on any further. Thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you all tomorrow.